association. That's beautiful. We got to keep that going.
We are going to begin.
Bulls in blue. Or no. Man, I cannot do this tonight.
I know, man.
Screwing me up with the home-away switch. Lightning in blue. Bulls in orange. And we're getting underway here at Beckwith Midnight.
And Tyrell looks to get the best of that kickoff. Caboose gets the next touch. It goes towards the back wall where Crazy Mage gets a great pass off the back. Ooh! But they're going to start super quick.
Oh, Tyrell.
Good defense there.
Takes the shot. Gets bounced off the wall. Crazy Mage is there for the pass. He goes up for the shot, but Tyrell, still being in the air from the original pass, locks it right out. Caboose not able to get back in time, and Canicola finishes on the open net. That is a rough start here for the Bulls. I mean, the Lightning. It was so difficult.
It was very good defense from the Bulls. Lightning found themselves out of position, going so aggressive, so quick. Easy shot for Canicola. I mean the Lightning. I mean the
This is too ridiculous. So this is great for the Bulls because, as we mentioned before, they love a lead. They can stick to the defensive play styles, force the other team into bad opportunities, take counterattacks when they need to. It is all hunky-dory for them. Now, on the counter side, when they get down, bad things happen. They can't play the play style they want. They usually get stuck in their own zone, boost-starved. So we'll have to see how it plays out. Can the Lightning respond quickly?
Canicola brings it off the wall. Kicks it into the middle where Tyrell clears it all the way down the field. He follows it, goes right, throws it to the top left corner, or top right if you're playing D. You know, directions are weird.
The perspective over here. No, that's a beautiful shot by Tyrell. That's beautiful. Great read on the wall. Gets the shot perfectly high over the defenders. Just great execution there. Like I mentioned, the Lightning would need to respond quickly, and they did. But Canicola, having none of that, tried to put a shot, they can't get there.
Oh!
And that's 2 solo, unassisted goals by Canicola in this game.
Nice job getting that up over the top. Crazy Mage just goes a little too high. Can't bring himself back down in time to make that save.
More like Canicari. Oh. Throwing shade early. Only a minute and 15 seconds into this game.
Track assist, gets a good pass.
Nobody able to clear it, but nobody there to finish from the Bulls either.
Tyrell takes over. Quota steals it from him, goes up the wall, and he just keeps on going.
That is... Yeah, more pressure from the Bulls here. Canicola gets by him, but he's there. He's got boost to push it away to the corner, out of danger's way. Looking to clear it out, but Crazy Mage says no. Keeps it in the zone. Slow, Crazy Mage suffering from his EU-ness. Suffering from about 200 ping, making sure we know that in the chat. Looks like he will have to get through it, though. Not going to remake. Yeah, we will figure out what's going on with this here. A great pass back. Looks to Tyrell. Tyrell can't get the dribble over a challenging Quota, though. And still maintaining great pressure for this Bulls team.
Canicola, a great pass at the back wall. Quota sends it just wide to either side. Canicola recovers it. And Tyrell steals it from him, kicking it over into the side of the Bulls. Tyrell is still on it. Into the corner he goes.
Yeah, halfway through this game, and only 5 shots total between both teams. And 3 goals, though. So, seems just like a lot of ping pong and a lot of counterattacks here.
Quota drives it down the field. Got a little bit of a miss from Tyrell. Track assist gets a challenge to go off the side wall. Canicola is there and throws it up high. It's off the back wall. Quota challenges Caboose. That ball is still down on the side of the Lightning. Crazy Mage is able to throw it across the midline. Track assist gets the steal.
Oh!
Telling Track assist no.
Quota there. He gets another pass off the wall. Tyrell going backwards.
Oh.
Can't stop it.
Canicola opens his can of carry. Says, you will have some.
It's all in the hat trick. Tyrell rocking the chef hat. Caboose rocking the chef hat. Nothing they can do. Low-key fire alarm went off. Alrighty then. Too hot in the kitchen. That's why the fire alarm's going off.
Well, the Bulls should be having some alarms go off. You know, they've got a 2-goal lead. They're looking like they want to give it up to Crazy Mage. Canicola gets a big save. Comes up off the corner. Throws this down in front. Tracasis is there, but Tyrell shuts him down. A little bit of a whiff. This is still on the side of the Lightning.
Ooh, mistouch by Caboose there, and it might go in on an own goal. Canicola gets the finish after just a crazy series of events here, and a lot of touches, a lot of miscommunication.
Yeah, Canicola's got to be feeling pretty good, and do his teammates, I imagine. Always nice when you can sit back and watch somebody else take care of the hard stuff. I love it when my teammates just, get all of that done for me.
Oh, Caboose
gets it past 2 members of the Bulls.
Had a great
not
opportunity.
The third.
Yeah, he had a great opportunity to pop it over the third there for an offensive opportunity, and he just missed. That was so close. Great idea, just a little bit poor on the execution. But the idea is what's important, man. He'll get it. He's been playing great.
This ball comes across the midfield. Nobody's quite been able to make contact with it yet. Tyrell steals it, goes up. It's well defended by Quota. And Canicola has the ball again until Tyrell takes it from him. Looks like track assist clears that all the way downfield. Back into the side of the Lightning. Canicola goes up, gets a touch. Tyrell steals it.
With only 10 seconds left, I don't think this is going to be going in the way of the Lightning.
That's got to feel good for the Bulls, taking a Game 1 lead. When you're sitting 0-3, every one of those wins is a big deal.
I was almost hoping for a celebratory, like that ball was just bouncing in front of the net, and I was just hoping Quota just in celebratory badge would just slam that right into his own goal. Just like yes, we got it, and it doesn't even matter that we just scored an own goal. But no, they got to play for reals.
Well, I don't think we're tracking own goals. It was talked about, if I recall, but yeah, have an opportunity to lead that stat, I suppose. Perhaps. Shame you didn't take it.
It should be tracked, man. We've had some very, very interesting own goal instances here in BLS. Tyrell, slightly infamous for them. So we'll have to see how this plays out.
Yeah, and I just want to say, 8 shots from the Bulls compared to 4 for the Lightning. I don't think that's the kind of offense I'm used to seeing from the Bulls. I'm used to seeing them, biding their time and getting not so many shots. They seem to have really just decided to turn it up, and it seems to be working for them.
Yeah, they do not have Moffat in, and Moffat was responsible for a lot of that team's goals. So, maybe a different play style without Moffat. One where they win.
Yeah, I think I've seen some of the Bulls say Moffat's the problem. They seem to have solved it. We'll see if that's able to continue or if this was just a fluke.
Yeah, I believe in them, but I don't think it's hashtag Moffat was the problem at all, chat. That being said, I'd love to see how they react this game. It was closer than the score dictates. I feel like a lot of chances created on them, but Lightning created them on themselves with poor clears, miscommunication. So I think they'll fix that up this game, and we'll have a very close game too. Or maybe even just a very game in favor of the Lightning. A big start here by Crazy Mage. Tipped by Tower back in front, but Canicola clears it out of danger.
Yeah, and for the record, I don't think Moffat's been the problem either. He certainly plays a lot better than that Mofat guy they had on their team at the start of the league.
Very true.
But, I think they both were doing just fine. The Bulls are just finding themselves, and by themselves, I mean Canicola. Just absolutely dominating the series so far.
That's his 5th goal this series, right?
I believe you're right, yeah.
That's a great shot over both Lightning defenders. And he's on a pretty good pace to match that 11 goal by him this series prediction by his old teammate Apocalypse, who dropped 11 goals against, I believe it was the Bulls as well. Or, sorry. No, it was against the Bulls, yeah. So he's got to make up for it.
Getting that payback, I suppose.
Mm-hmm. It's the 11-goal baton. Like, if he gets it here, then it just goes over to Crazy Mage and Waka. One of them's got to get 11 goals, and we just rotate.
Ooh, a nice shot from Tyrell. Gets it over the top of Canicola. He can't be everywhere.
Yeah, miscommunication again. Coda and I believe that was Track going for the same ball there, clearing it out, not getting enough touch, leaving it to Tyrell, who finishes it on the long shot. And a very reminiscent of the first game start here, as Canicola scored the first goal, Tyrell the second to equalize, and then, well, we all know what happened. It went downhill real quick for the Lightning.
Yeah, absolutely. Canicola again bringing this down the field, following his touch. Gets it over, and Quota is going to be the next one to make a move on it. He gets a slight bump, which is a great pass for Tyrell, who sends it across the middle.
Yeah,
that ball was up there for a while. 1, 2, 3.
Able to make the save, too. He almost popped it over the top, but Crazy Mage putting it in just the right spot that he wasn't able to save it.
Quota and Crazy Mage facing off. Tyrell comes over the top of Canicola to kick this in the corner. Track Assist takes control, sends it over to the midline.
I just need to point out in chat that it's a little... not sure quite what the word I'm looking for is. It's not reassuring. It's the exact opposite of that. When you have Moffat in chat saying hashtag Moffat was an inside job. that implies a lot of...
He's probably just talking about Moffat.
Oh, my point. Yeah, good point.
Here's another opportunity. Canicola decides to send it over to the side instead of putting it on net. Trackus is there to take over for him. All three members of the Lightning are in goal. None of them make contact with the ball.
Oh, no! In the perfect spot to bury his 6th goal of the series and tie this game up at 2-2.
Crazy Mage throwing that across the middle. That doesn't look to be an issue with ping. It looks to be an issue with just making the wrong decision.
Yeah, a pinch there between a Bulls and Lightning player sent the ball to a spot where Crazy Mage could not defend, and it bounces right off his car. Tyrell gets the dunk. Oh, sick own goal there, right off the face-off. Beats Canicola, beats Trackers, who comes out to challenge. It just does not take the right angle on the ball. Big first time the Lightning have had a lead all series.
And Tyrell just taking that all the way on his own. This time he starts the furthest back as Caboose comes in for the Lightning. Caboose takes over on the midline. Crazy Mage goes up. It's in the corner. Track Assist keeps it down in the corner.
Yeah, Caboose still goalless, but if the the Lightning win this game, he will have another chance if he does not score this one.
Oh, a good try there from Track Assist. I think it was a little low. My camera's turned sideways. I lost all sense of direction.
Wait, don't you mean perspective?
Yeah, something like that.
Up is down, and down is up.
Tyrell dunking it over the top of Track Assist.
Great pass by Caboose.
Getting the hat trick.
This is set up all by him here. Tyrell just being in the right place at the right time. The chef hat teamwork giving the Lightning a 2-goal lead. And that is where you want to be if you are this Lightning team. This has been a great game, too, for them.
Canicola and Caboose come in. Tyrell cheats up and is there to make the next move. It's bouncing up high. Crazy Mage goes up. Nobody's made contact with it yet. Canicola clears it out of the zone. Track Assist takes control, brings it over to the sidewall, goes up, gets a great touch. This is going towards the net, but Tyrell is there to stuff it.
Big clear by Tyrell, not even allowing himself to get dunked. Track Assist put himself in a great spot to follow that up if it did come through.
This looked like maybe some poor rotation there from the Bulls. It was a good opportunity for the Lightning, but just couldn't connect that on net. They had a lot of time.
The pinch by Canicola is dangerous. Quota's there to capitalize. He's not, but Canicola gets the pass. Crazy Mage denies him. Big save. That is huge for the Lightning as they need to keep this 2-goal lead.
Track Assist up the wall. Kicks it back towards the midline. Caboose takes over into the corner. Comes back to Track Assist. He controls it to the sidewall. Gets it over Tyrell. Goes up high. Comes out, gets a touch. It's off the back wall, but Caboose is taking control of it.
Canicola right over Tyrell, but Crazy Mage there to stop it.
Quota into the corner. Rolling around, Crazy Mage gets a good challenge. This is going all the way back down.
It feels like these two teams are playing with more urgency than they had in Game 1. Both attacking the ball very well.
Ooh, and every member of the Bulls is out of position now. See if the Lightning can convert, and they do.
Yeah, it's a big play by Crazy Mage there. He just gets the dunk, tips it back towards the goal. Tyrell there to finish it off before Canicola can get back and make the save. That's a great play by Crazy Mage.
Down 2 goals with less than a minute. I can't fault them for all coming out on that. You know, giving up one more goal is almost not as bad as just not scoring another in that situation. You know, you have to get at least one, and unfortunately they just couldn't connect.
Yeah, it's like an empty net goal in hockey. It's a necessary evil. You take the risk of it when you need to come from behind and you know, stop a team from having a lead. Oh! Oh, and it's a beauty too. This is a great shot and a lot of power behind it.
Absolutely. Welcome to the BLS Goal Scorers Club Caboose. Crazy Mage handily winning that kickoff. Still on it. Caboose takes over for him in the corner.
Like I mentioned, a similar start to the game. We had an early goal by Canicola, followed by a goal by Tyrell, but an entirely different story. That first game turned out in the favor of the Bulls, and this game going to the Lightning. So anything really can happen, and this has been a good series.
Absolutely has. I cannot wait for Game 3. I know it's just a short time away, but it's driving me crazy. Oh my gosh, I think we had the first tricycle.
Oh my god.
This is the first BLS tricycle. Congratulations, Lightning.
I wasn't ready for it. I can't adequately react.
There's no need to react, man. It's a thing of beauty. Just observe and appreciate.
First tricycle in BLS history. A sight to see. Against the poor Bulls too at 0-3. Well, they will need to respond to this commanding performance by the Lightning here. They responded as soon as they lost. The Bulls will have to have a similar response. Really just figure out what went wrong in that game and look to correct it, because I couldn't really tell you. It just seemed like the Lightning were more solid all around.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, same number of shots, definitely not the same number of saves. And that's what I'm used to seeing from the Bulls. You know, them playing solidly in their net and not allowing things to go in. It does seem like, the avalanche starts once that first snowflake falls. But when they're able to get that lead, I gotta expect they're gonna just come out as quick as they can, trying to get on the board right off the bat, because they just do not play well from behind.
Yeah, no, that is a great way to put it, and you gotta wonder if Mofat being in there would have played that defensive role better, like he did in Week 1. Just Mofat wasn't the problem, right?
Well, we are underway here. Canicola brings it into the corner, trying to get that early lead.
Ooh, still there. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, oh my god, I can't speak at all. You know how the adage goes. Well, this is the third time
this won't get fooled again.
Early goals every game for Canicola and the Bulls. Big self plays every time. I feel like at least if you're the Lightning, you want to put a stop to that. Yeah, this is the third time it's happened. You've got to be ready for it.
And they're going to have an opportunity unless Canicola does that. He goes up for another touch. Leaves it for Trakasis, who throws it into the corner. Tyrell takes over. Gets it down the field. He's following it. Oh! Trakasis gets the ball into the corner.
I thought we were going to have another repeat of a Canicola goal followed by a Tyrell goal.
Trakasis gets a good clear, stays on it, kicks it up off the back wall, but it leaves it in a good spot for Crazy Mage.
Not the best.
This is a dangerous shot. Ooh.
Yeah, Crazy Mage's just going to play this to the corner. Doesn't pick up the boost. Looks to get a big clear, and he stuffs 2 attacking Bulls players. But Trakasis is there to keep it in the zone, and Crazy Mage taps it, denying Tyrell the clear. but MJ Caboose is back in it to save the shot by track assist.
Yeah, they had a chance to reset, and then two of them went after the same ball, and it looked like we might have had another Bulls goal, but just couldn't convert.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Crazy Mage takes this himself. It's into the corner. Track assist takes over, bounces it over the top.
Caboose in great position, though.
Yeah, doing a good job kicking that out to the side. Now he's got the ball.
He gets the ball to the corner. Can he make the pass to the middle? No. Crazy pops it back out, though. Tyrell not in position, and Cannicola is going to take this all the way, beating all three players.
Cannicola just on fire today. Absolutely just running over this field, scoring left and right.
So, is that his 7th or 8th?
I lost track, man. I only have so many fingers.
I mean, I hope you have 8 fingers. I would be a little bit worried if you didn't.
Trying to make me find another hand to count on.
This is a good start for the Bulls. We mentioned this time and time again that having a lead for them is so big.
Oh, Caboose.
Quota's there. It's 3-0, and man, the Lightning. We've seen both teams rebound very well, coming out after losing Game 1. Lightning won 6-2, and the Bulls losing Game 2 6-2, coming back in this game, winning 3-0 so far, looking to hold it. Lightning will need to come back big if they want to gain any momentum and take the series.
And we have a lot of good players on both teams, and knowing some of the people on the Bulls like I do, I'm sure they're very excited right now, and I'm sure a lot of the members of the Fire are excited right now too. Well, maybe not. I may have inferred a bit too much there.
No!
But, wow. Cannicola.
Wow.
The touch on the wall.
What an air roll. Tyrell just can't get around the ball in time, and Cannicola just picking up the hat trick, I believe? Yeah, the hat trick.
You're right.
3 goals on 2 shots. The unbelievable impossible.
That may be his second hat trick. I'm not sure because I'm only wearing 1 hat, so I can't count higher than that in terms of hats. But track assist, a great pass. Quota with the slow touch goes in.
What a play. They didn't even need Cannicola. Track assist just puts a great double touch off the wall, gets it again. Caboose can't get there in time, and a great shot by Quota. Tyrell, I think, goes over it. And, man, that's just great team play to put a 5th goal on the Lightning, who's just collapsing here in Game 3.
Yeah, and I'm going to look ahead a little bit here, and I hope I'm not jinxing it, but it looks to me as if the Bulls are going to take this and get their first win of BLS. They're going to join the Fire at 1-3 with 3 games going forward. So both of those teams not out of it. They still have some chance. They may need a little help, but I expect both of those teams going to be fighting real hard in our remaining 3 matches. As I expect both teams to continue fighting hard in this match. But it does appear to me as if the Lightning have struck for the last time in this particular match.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Is a goal a lightning strike? Because they haven't struck at all, if that's the case.
My metaphor may be a bit messed up, so...
It's a good try, and I appreciated it. It gave me something to work with.
Track assist, he's not done trying.
He's made some big plays.
In the corner.
Oh, he just doesn't get it, and Caboose gets blown up by track assist, not allowing them to have anything. Looking to keep the shutout intact. Tyrell pinches it. It doesn't go the way he wants. It's going to land right in front of the goal. But Crazy Mage clears it out. And this gives an opportunity. Oh, no. Track assist is not going to go towards his own goal and try and score that. Even though it's wide open. Slightly disappointed.
If they had 7 goals right now, I bet he would have done it. But they have 5. So he's just going to play it safe.
And go looking to match the 11-goal total. He's only got 30 more seconds to get a couple more goals. We'll see if he can do it. It is garbage time. He may or may not be the garbage man.
I think we had every player of both teams converge right there for a moment. Ball stays on the side of the Lightning.
A bumped teammate almost leads to a great dunk.
going for the dribble, but it doesn't look like his heart is in it. I think he understands, like we do, that this match is over. The Bulls are going to take their first win in Boost League Soccer Season 1. Congratulations to them, and well played by the Lightning. That was a thrilling match.
Mm-hmm. And this puts the season series between these two teams at 1-1, leaving match 7, where they play each other for the third and final time to be the decider, the rubber match. And they'll both be looking forward to that. I know they will. A little bit of tension between these two teams. Crazy Mage stating earlier, it's going to be an easy match. I'm going to try to get a freestyle goal. He lost, and lost big in Game 3. So we will get to talk to the Bulls, though, for the first time. I know somebody will be excited about that as winners.
Yeah, we haven't heard from them yet. Absolutely.
Oh, be still, my beating heart.